What's up everyone, Darcblade here with my impressions for the Monster Hunter Wilds gameplay trailer number 1. Now I'm a little bit late to this party as I have been away and technically should be still away on a mental health break, but yet I still wanted to maybe share my opinions of the trailer that was shown off recently. I know there's already quite a fair few videos out regarding the trailer, but I just wanted to go over what I first noticed about the trailer and my overall opinion. Now obviously the trailer starts off in a desert area. I believe this is related to Monster Hunter 3, and there are even some indicators on some of the characters which hints at links to the previous games. Other things you'll notice is that it appears that our Palico has a voice. Some people have actually said it's the same voice actor as Paimon from Genshin Impact, which will either upset or please some players. We're also introduced to new characters, including Gemma, which is going to be the new blacksmith, and Alma, who is going to be the new handler. In a way, it's strange that these characters actually have names this time around. Maybe it's going to add a little bit more personality to them, we'll have to wait and see. There's also flashbacks to this mysterious kid who we're helping transport somewhere, but there's not much more information apart from that. But the game then moves on to more gameplay elements, showing us the environments that we're going to be traversing, showing off some of the small wildlife and endemic life as we ride around on the secret mount. Most of this endemic life and small monsters seem new to the game, as far as I'm aware, but we then move on to the first large monster for Monster Hunter Wilds, which I believe is known as the Gosha Duma. I could be pronouncing that wrong, we'll have to wait and see. It was awesome to see these guys hunting in a pack, and that is where the gameplay trailer really started to get interesting. As breaking away from the pack of large monsters, we see our hunter, whilst mounted on the back of Secret, use a slinger to pick up some rocks and then fling them at an environmental hazard above the large monster, meaning that we're going to get environmental hazards back into the game, which is excellent. We then get an awesome cinematic glimpse of what the weather effects in the game are going to be like. The sandstorm in particular, coating both us and the monsters in dusty sand, was awesome to see. The trailer then flipped over and gave us a glimpse of another new large monster, the Chupacabra. Again, I believe that's how it's pronounced. This looks like a cross between a frog, Puke, and, well, yes. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Players will also notice that there is actually a new trip animation to this monster. Anyway, after getting beaten down a bit, we find that Secret can be used to quick recover from getting knocked down. Whether this is going to be on a cooldown or not, we'll have to wait and see, or if this is something we can rely on quite often. We then got a glimpse of small monsters attacking the Chupacabra, which actually made me smile because it's nice to see when smaller monsters gang up on the larger ones. But then one of the wow moments was when the hunter on the back of Secret sheathed the greatsword and instead pulled out a heavy bowgun, confirming in fact that we do have two weapons, but they can only be swapped when we're actually mounted. Also, a quick side note as well, you'll notice that the heavy bowgun was actually firing rapid fire ammunition. So unless this is a light bowgun, which, to be honest, it looks like a heavy bowgun to me, it might mean that the heavy bowgun has rapid fire ammo now? We'll have to wait and see. The trailer then started to move on to its climax, showing off new moves for the greatsword and the heavy bowgun, before confirming a few other extra things, including the return of the SOS flare and new moves called focus moves, which I'm sure we'll get more details on further down the line. The trailer then concluded with a date of 2025, no release date yet unfortunately. I do suspect that it will either be Q1 or Q2, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll get more news from the Summer Game Fest on Monster Hunter Wilds, so we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. It's also quite good that we actually got a bonus. If we have Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter World Iceborne saves, we'll get equipment for our Palicos in Monster Hunter Wilds, so that's something to be aware of. Overall though, the trailer was great. It was really amazing. It was a wow trailer for me. Much better than the reveal trailer in my opinion. We did get to see a lot of gameplay, which was very important to me, as Monster Hunter is all about combat and the monsters and environment, more than the story. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the story, but for the most part I love the combat and the rotation of going on hunts, getting loot, rinsing and repeating. The grind is just enjoyable, and that is made even more enjoyable by the combat. So seeing the combat in motion, even though we only got to see a few weapons, made this a big win for me. But what are your thoughts? Please leave a comment down below, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you my initial thoughts on the Monster Hunter Wilds gameplay trailer 1. Hope you enjoyed the little video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.